What's this? More spirits come to torment my treasonous heart. Begone, vengeful ghosts. Allow me to endure my shame in peace. How can this be? Wulfdane expelled you from the camp. Your quest was over before it began. Why have you come to this place? Please, try not to judge my people so harshly. It was my foolishness that put your lives in danger. It is only right that I remain exiled here until death frees me. My fate has been decreed by Wulfdane. An honest man accepts all judgments of his chosen king. What? The king is false? How is this known to you? Yes, I see. It is this corruption that has placed the spirits in turmoil. These visions I have had of late are the manifestations of their anguish. However, I fear I have risked too much already, based upon the word of spirits. If I am to act against my king, I must have proof. If the soul that inhabits Wulfdane's body is indeed corrupt, then perhaps it may have left signs of its passing within the tomb of the dead king. Seek your proof within the barrows of this island. Should you discover anything of importance, return it here to me, and we shall discuss our quest further. This is Wulfdane's tribal insignia. Such chains are worn by the kings of my people and are considered the most precious of worldly possessions. No true tribesman would dare to deface so sacred an object. If Wulfdane is responsible for this desecration, then it is not the spirit of Jared that now inhabits his body. This I do not know. Even in my visions, the face of the king is obscured, almost as if my vision is opposed. There is one who might help us in our quest. If legend holds true, she may be able to see this soul for what it truly is. She is known as the Gloomfrost Seer. She was once a powerful channeler of spirits that lived among the tribe of the Elk. The legend says that her gift of sight was so great, it turned her eyes to dust. It is said she fled north to dwell within the darkness of the Gloomfrost. The Gloomfrost lies far to the northeast, beyond the Reged Glacier. It is an ancient place, as old as the world itself. The tales of my people say that the Gloomfrost marks the place where the sun was expelled from the womb of Toril when she was still a young mother. It is said that the heat of the infant sun scarred the glacier as it fled to the sky, turning the ice black as night and casting the surrounding land into darkness. I shall mark the way upon your map. Make haste in your journey, but beware. The guardians of the Gloomfrost protect the seer from the intrusions of man. Only those who prove themselves worthy shall be granted her wisdom. I shall defy banishment and return to the camp in secret. If you are successful, go directly to the Mead Hall and demand an audience with Wulfdane. Together, we shall expose him and put an end to his evil.
Death comes with swift wings. My hiding place is a place of hiding no longer. Why am I hiding? Come. Why does anyone hide? Death is what I hide from. My spirit fears for its life as do the spirits of all living things. So much that I must run from death, cheat it by hiding from it. Your coming is why I buried myself here. For in visions my death walks in your shadow. It is for that I fled my people, tried to hide myself from your eyes, and the reason I have long feared this meeting. Yet fear tires the spirit, and it has brought me little except more fear. Kill me if you wish, or leave me here, and she will kill me. In the end, I die the same death. You have seen the creature that wears Wolfdane's body like a cloak. She has chosen wisely, that one. No, Jared is long dead and gone from this world. This creature is of a different sort. A spirit of things that once were, but can never be again. She is the spirit of one who died in the North long ago, and she carries the death of the North with her now. She has taken Wolfdane's body, and with it, the heart of his people. She is clever and moves as ice moves, slowly and patiently. She will prove a difficult foe, for she carries death with her, as do you all. All things have a weakness, and in this, the creature that is Wolfdane and I share a common one. Sight. Do you know why I have hidden here, chosen this place? The ice is a shield more powerful than steel or iron. Though it does not know this, the creature that is Wolfdane cannot approach it and remain Wolfdane. Ice is a curious thing. One may see through it, yet see themselves in it. Therein lies power. The creature that is Wolfdane is a proud thing like all of her kind. She cannot bear to see herself as anything other than she is, no matter what corpse she hides in. The mirror you held to enter here will force her to see. In seeing, Wolfdane's body will melt from her like water. No more Wolfdane, only the beast, the great worm of ice and snow. Bring the ice mirror before her. She will remember it, for it is of her, and a thing knows its own nature. In her shadow is my death. I will not approach her. The mirror is enough, and my words shall be heard only by you. A woman knows a woman's heart, and a strange, beautiful, and cruel thing it is. But the cruelest of all is a heart of winter, for it beats not with love, but with loss, and nothing may comfort it. When a human heart breaks, it may heal and forgive. When a heart of winter breaks, it is like ice. It shatters and can never be made whole again. A heart of winter is what will damn our people and yours, all so it may remember what life once was, not as it is. Her heart was broken once by a man of the 10 towns. A mighty breaking it was, for in it she lost her kingdom, her love, and her life. Now her heart beats with the vengeance of winter. A woman's fury is a terrible thing. Many women have you met in your travels. Many more have you yet to meet. You will learn their hearts. In each there is rage and love and hate and sorrow. I have seen all their deaths, whether death has come for them or not. Shall I speak their hearts? One woman clutches a heart like a drowning man clutches a stone and knows not that it drags her down. Her dreams are watchfires, signaling to her of war and victory that can never be. One dwells beneath a mirror of the sky and has a heart like an ocean, too big for her will to contain. She once knew love, then loved again, and her love is what has damned the north. Another woman builds great ships upon molten seas, all the while dreaming of beasts of purity and how they might be corrupted, as she once was. I see her die, and her dreams become ash. And the last, oh, the last, the elder races. Their passions burn so brightly when fueled with justice and hope. One, but a child, loved so much she abandoned her own father to die beneath the earth for a people she had never met. All these things they will come to pass, or already have. You will meet them, or you have met them. It is of no matter. Time cares nothing for now and then. I see as if through the eyes of hundreds, child. Such sights. It is as if my life is split upon countless branches of a great tree, and I can see through the eyes of each branch into another place, another time. I have seen visions of the past, of death, of spiraling cities and a black brambled garden, of creatures both spirit and stone. In all these things, I was not myself, yet always I see through a woman's eyes. If you would leave this place, I may speed your journey, though only to the entrance of the gloom frost, no farther. Do you wish it?
It is good to see you again, friend. Take care. If we are discovered here together, our heads shall be mounted side by side before the entrance of Hengoro. I assume that your presence here means you have succeeded in your quest to find the Gloomfrost Seer. What have you learned? Tempas has smiled upon our quest. You must take this mirror to the mead hall and use it to expose Wulfdane before the council. Here, take this chain. It is the tribal insignia you found in Wulfdane's tomb. Present it to Aengar at the entrance to the camp and demand an audience. He would not dare refuse the bearer of such a token.
Why are you here, Outlander? I see no shaman for you to hide behind this time. I see. You lose one shaman who shielded you, and now you hide behind another. So tell me, why did she send you? Gift me a mirror? You humor me, Outlander. Neither I nor my people have use of such a thing. It is a toy of your people. It plays upon the vanity of fools and females. Why should she gift me such a thing? No. More likely this is some Outlander trick designed to slay me. You seek to succeed where your previous assassin failed. I am Wolfdane, blessed and guided by the spirit of Jared. I fear nothing, Outlander. And what is it that you see? What truth is revealed to you? What indeed? Wolfdane shall see the truth of his reflection, Outlander. He shall see a king raised from the dead, the forming of a great nation, and the triumph of his people as the 10 towns are erased from the face of Faerun. Hold forth your mirror and behold such a king among men. Your mirror is nothing more than I expected. A simple toy that... No, it cannot be. What have I done? This hideous form defiles the majesty of my being. Enough! Put away your mirror!
Ah, sight is painful, is it not, spirit? Such pain is well known to me. And seeing yourself as you truly are, the most painful thing of all. Look into the mirror, creature that is Wolfdane. See truth. See yourself.
What do you know of pain, hag? I held the north in my claws. When I spread my wings, I shadowed the face of the world. I was a goddess. One man took it all from me. My life, my love, everything that I was. Ionin, I curse you and all your kind. I will yet see the day that I eradicate all humans. And I shall start with you, hag.
It is done. This wound is by time's hand. There is no healing it. The time of my death is now upon me. I have found that fear, the fear of death, is no small thing to put aside. Yet I will not allow the hopes of my people and yours to be slain because of an old woman's fear. Death comes for us all, and I, for one, see it, and now embrace it.
You have succeeded, my friends. The corrupt spirit has fled Wolfdane's body. Your heroic deeds shall forever be sung by my people. However, I'm afraid our journey is not at an end. This spirit, this malevolent soul of a great worm, has fled the field, but it is still free to pursue its mission of terror and vengeance. I fear that until it is hunted down and destroyed, the threat of its return will hang over the heads of my people like an evil cloud. I would ask you to once again take up arms against this ancient hate, so that my people and yours can finally be at peace. I have learned that just 2 days ago, Wolfdane ordered a score of virgins to be taken by ship to an island upon the sea of moving ice. The island was once a sacred site where an elder tribe made sacrifices to their patron spirit, the Great Worm. The ancient tribe died out long ago, and with them died the practice of sacrificing virgins to appease the Great Worm. I believe that the spirit we routed today and the ancient spirit of the Great Worm are one and the same. That is why Wulfdane ordered such a sacrifice. Yes, a ship stands ready to take you to the island. The warriors of the tribe of the Grey Whale, our seafaring cousins to the west, are prepared to show you the way. Good luck, my friends. May Tempas continue to show you favor upon the field of glory.
So, you dare to follow me here. I think you will find that to be a fatal mistake. Spoken like a true hero. Shall we put those words to the test? I feared as much, but I had little choice. It was a calculated risk. To cheat death itself, to be born anew, as you see me now, only by returning here could I do this. When I built this lair, I included 2 special wards. One would serve as a beacon that would allow my spirit to find its way here upon my death, and the other would preserve a body almost indefinitely. I then reared 2 offspring, devoid of their spirits, and placed their bodies in the preservation wards. The plan was simple. If I were to die, my spirit would return here and find a new body in which to live again. While their flesh was yet unformed, I warded the eggs so that no spirit could find a home within them. Would you rather I had bore them normally and then stripped their spirits from them? No. By doing what I did, they were nothing more than empty shells, ready for use. Unfortunately, their father felt as you do and objected to my plan. Had he agreed to it, he could have shared immortality with me. Yes, he attacked me and had to be slain. I regret, but it had to be. Ages ago, dragonkind roamed Faerun freely. Then the civilized races came to power and began to encroach upon our lands. Bloody wars were fought in which your kind launched entire armies upon us. Against such numbers, even we soon fell. Now we are solitary creatures who hide in caves in faraway lands. We fear sleep, for it is often the sleep of death if we are discovered. I was slain fighting for my homeland against an invading army. Ionan, a man of the 10 towns, wielded the blade that broke my heart. Yes, and history is written by the victors, as they say. It is also said that history repeats itself. Look at the plight of the barbarians. Even now, they are being driven from their lands by the 10 towns. Soon they will be left with 2 choices, extinction or absorption. They are a proud people and will not bend. They will choose extinction. An entire culture will vanish, lost forever, all in the name of civilization, just as my culture has been lost. When I awakened from my sleep, I looked upon the world anew, and I was shocked to see how little had changed. My lands were still in the hands of the 10 towns. The plight of the barbarians had not changed at all. I saw a kindred spirit in Wulfdane, so I joined with him to end this tragedy once and for all. The sword of Ionan had a special enchantment, almost an intelligence of its own. When the fatal blow was struck, it somehow knew that I would be born anew. The blade broke, sacrificing itself that I might be trapped. My spirit lay within my shattered heart at the bottom of Lac d'Inishere. I can only guess that the blade was removed, allowing my spirit to go free. Never! My heart was shattered long ago, and all mercy bled from the wound. I lost my love, my life, and my kingdom. I shall reclaim it all, or I will pass into oblivion like most of my kind. Draw your blade. Let us end this now.
With the death of a Khosrog's spirit, centuries of hate were at long last put to rest. The tribes of the north and the people of the 10 towns sheathed their weapons and resumed their uneasy watchfulness of each other. It was a peace of sorts, for as long as peace ever lasts. Wulfdane's body was returned to the burial isle. With his return, the wailing of the virgins fell silent, and they slept beneath the earth with their king once again. And of those brave ones that came to defend the North, what of you? As I look upon you all, I see you as you once were, as you will be, branching out to glittering futures. Tales follow you, and tales await you, as they always do for those whose hearts yearn for adventure and glory. Though I need not say more of your future, for all that I have spoken of, all that I have seen, shall be revealed to you in time.
Leaving the horrors of the Frost Giant caves behind them, the party made their way into the deepest tunnels of the Dwarven complex. In the distance, a bright red glow emanated from the mouth of a large corridor, indicating that they were not alone in the darkness of Lower Dorn's deep.
Greetings, child of Ilmater. How are you today? I'm sorry, but war and charades are the only two games I know how to play. If they are not to your liking, I'm afraid you'll be ill-equipped to play the game that's about to begin. After centuries of Ixanamai's laboriously worded speeches and delusions of grandeur, it is a welcome change to hear such succinct threats from an enemy. Thank you for disposing of her, by the way. Her speeches were quite tiresome, and she suffered her defeats so poorly. The only thing really standing in the way of my conquering this territory was Ixanamai. When you killed her, you removed the largest obstacle in my campaign. As you probably already know, my arrival in this world was a result of conflict with my ancient adversary. I was exiled from my home plane when my vendetta with Ixanamai got, as my superiors said, out of control. As soon as I arrived in this world, I knew that Ixanamai would follow. After all, what's a few thousand years and a billion miles between old friends? I sought out a base of operations from which I could start a military force. In the process of doing so, I heard something calling to me from a distant glacier. It was this, Grenshiniban. It's an artifact so old that it makes me seem young. A crystal shard with magical powers of such magnitude that Kaldahar's Heartstone gem looks like a child's toy. Just having it in my possession caused the monstrous creatures of this land to leave their ancient homes and seek me out. Its other powers are too numerous to mention. Despite the fact that the shard has a somewhat overbearing personality, our plans seem to coincide. As for my lieutenants, they were easy enough to find. All of them were eager to join my cause, except for poor naive Brother Padium. The guise of an Ilmaterian revered brother was perfect for traveling and gathering information in Icewind Dale. The form was easy enough to assume. The information inside of Padium's head allowed me to flesh out the role. Everything was going well, until that annoying Arundel and your good friend, the late Hrothgar, decided to investigate Ixanamai's poorly veiled activities in Dragon's Eye. If that idiot had been a little more clandestine in her business, no one would have suspected. To stall Ixanamai and seal off Icewind Dale, I used Grenshiniban to freeze the passes, but not quickly enough to prevent Hrothgar's band from starting their expedition. I had Craig Frostbeard and his giants cause the avalanche that crushed Hrothgar, Acalia, and those other fools. After that, I didn't really care what you were doing, until you seized the Heartstone gem from Ixanamai. I thought that Arundel would be the only person capable of using it. When I killed him, I thought the threat was ended. I certainly didn't expect you to take the gem to Laurel in the Severed Hand. Very clever. Unfortunately, your actions since that event have been inconsequential. During your extended bloody trek through Upper Dawns, Worm's Tooth, and Lower Dawns, I was building up forces elsewhere, outside of East Haven to be specific. So you see, the destruction of my forces here simply prevents me from having reserve troops during my conquest of the Dale. It's a good thing you can't see East Haven now. It would probably break you to see how easy it is to crush houses and cause temples to explode. Everything you've done is pointless. I am the beginning and the end of this story. I, and only I, will determine how it plays out. Goodbye.
In the heat of the battle, the twisted priest of Ilmater stumbled, gripping his chest as if mortally stricken. A faint glow began to emanate from the crystal that hung round his neck. Suddenly, the entire cave was engulfed in an explosion of blinding light. When the light finally died, the party discovered that they were no longer within the dark passages of Dorn's Deep. As they struggled to regain their bearings, they realized that they had been returned to the town of Easthaven. But this was not the sleepy fishing village they had left so long ago. Enchantment had fallen over the town, encasing what remained of the shattered homes and buildings in a prison of solid ice. At the center of the destruction, upon the very spot where the Temple of Tempus once stood, rose a massive tower of crystal.
You have returned to Easthaven. I pray you are not too late. Yes, I was brought into the tower by the giants. They sought to break me, force me to break the glyphs. Yes, if they open it, then we are all damned. Pokelin, his armies will number all the souls of hell. All Faerun will be destroyed. Let me show you the sign. The ice gives way beneath a symbol. Crossed hands, blood upon the wrists. With it, you should be able to open the tower. I will follow later, if I can. You have found your way in, I see. I will attempt to open the passageway below to Jared's stone, but these glyphs are born of Tempus himself. It may be beyond my power. If you would help, climb this tower. See if there is another way to Jared's stone.
You again. I admire your persistence, but come now. I think it is time you accepted the fact that it is not within your power to stop me. There is no need for such empty threats. The only reason you are still alive is because I want you to witness this historical moment. cycle is complete! What was undone so long ago has been done once more. The doors to the lower planes have been thrown wide! And now my brethren are free to plunder this world for its immortal spoils. Soon the ranks of the Blood War army will swell with thousands of fresh souls.
Hold, Pokelin. It will take more than boasting to bring you victory this day. Jared's stone. I have never seen it. The glyphs, they dissolved once I felt Tempest within me, calling me to battle. I know now what I must do. What Jared had to do. The tale of Jared's stone is a lesson in sacrifice. Sacrificing oneself so that others might live. That was Jared's choice. It has taken me a long time, too long, to realize the nobility in such a gesture.
Insurgence, culture, imperium.
Fools! Do you think you can defeat me so easily? The priest has done nothing but delay the inevitable. I still possess the secrets of unlocking the portal. It is only a matter of time before I open the gate once more. Over? Over? On the contrary, my time has only just begun!
Defeated at last, the stricken demon fell with a roar that shook the walls of the underground chamber. But the heroes' moment of victory was short-lived, for as the form of their vanquished enemy lay broken upon the floor, so too was the power of the shard broken. The companions soon found themselves scrambling to escape as the fortress began to collapse around their ears. No sooner had they emerged from the secret threshold than the entire tower came crashing down, shattering into 1,000,000 pieces. Triumphantly, the party of adventurers stood among the ruins, basking in the glory of final victory. And as the first rays of dawn glittered off the scattered fragments of the crystalline tower, a light snow began to fall over the once again peaceful town of East Haven. And so ends the final chapter in my tale, with the forces of good triumphant over the forces of evil. It wasn't long before the destroyed town of East Haven was rebuilt, and a new temple dedicated to Tempest was erected upon the site of the buried portal. As for the vanquished demon, Belhefet, defeated on the Prime, he was banished back to the depths of hell, where he languished for a period of 100 years, tormented by the memory of his mistakes, and waiting for the day he would return to Faerun and exact his revenge. Ha 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 ha!